little nerdlings, it's my game pickup time, but my games are board games. Love board games, love tabletop games. I love having friends over for tabletop night or going to other friends' houses for tabletop night, although it does get a little heavy. Thankfully, my husband is a wonderful pack horse because he carries all the heavy games. But anyway, I think more and more people need to start playing tabletop. It's not just Hasbro and Milton Bradley, although those are fine games. Those are great family-oriented games for the younger crowd. But, you know, you've got a lot of strategy games and co-op games and competitive games. There's tons of them out there. Will Wheaton is doing a great job with tabletop online. He's getting the things out there, getting more and more notoriety and stuff for these board games. So, first game we have today for you is Fish or Cut Bait. It's a dice game, a 2+ player game. Because I do a lot of tabletop nights with a bunch of friends, I never know how many is going to be there. It's always nice to have games that it doesn't matter how many people are playing. Some board games, 2 to 4 players, 2 to 6 players, 2 to 8 players. Sometimes you have games that you need like 20 people to play and they're fun. This is one of those nice, fun, and it's also a nice, small, light dice game, and it's a quick game. Quick games are always fun. It comes with a 45-second timer, so you know your game is going to be quick, but you've got, you know, your 40-second timer, and then it comes with dice. That's pretty much the whole game right there. You've got your 3 fish dice, that comes into your scoring, and you've got your tackle, bait, rod. You've got to build a fishing boat. Basically, you have to roll, in 45 seconds, you have got to roll a lure, a fishing pole, a boat, and a bobber, and then you get to start rolling these. It's a lot of fun. It's a quick, fast-paced game, and, you know, lots of fun, lots of laughs. There's a little scoreboard for you. Super fun game. Next, we have a game called Redemption, the City of Bondage board game. Now, the reason I popped on this game was because it was a biblical game, because it says biblical heroes battle evil hordes to rescue lost souls. Now, how on earth can you have a biblical game with bondage? But basically, it's kind of like a Sodom and Gomorrah kind of thing, where it was a town back in biblical days, and it kind of went to pot, and now people are, bad guys have moved in, and you're just basically trying to save the town and save people and not die. So it's kind of interesting. It's got these little cards, and they're very, I mean, if you are familiar with any kind of, there are a lot of biblical board games out there. If you're familiar with any of those, they look very similar to them, a lot of the art style and everything like that. It's got little descriptors on it. Some of the, here's your play pieces, just a couple of them. I popped on it because I was interested in the bondage part, but it was also I popped on it because I was interested in the bondage part.
Oh God!
I was interested in the bondage part.
Oh God!
But it was also a pretty game. The game was really neat. It's got, also comes with some dice, lots of different things. The board game looks very much like a little biblical town. So there's the board game. It, like I said, it's a very pretty game, an interesting game. I like games like that are very kind of, you know, interesting to look at, and then later on you kind of find out if they're fun or not. So I'm very excited to give this game a try and see just how much fun it is to play. One of the other board games that I popped on, and I'm not even going to try to say the name of this game because it's not English, it's German. But the reason I went with this game was because Halloween is one of my favorite holidays, so the witches caught my eye obviously right off the bat. Then when I flipped it over and I looked at the back, it's got little witches with little pictures underneath the witches. And it reminded me a lot of one of my very favorite games growing up as a child, and then as an adult even, I still love to play it, called Enchanted Forest, because it was this like whimsical fairy forest with these little plastic trees with pictures under them. So it made me really think of that one. It's from 1987, and it's in amazing shape. And the reason it's in amazing shape is because it was sealed. Now, I thought it was not factory sealed, but heat sealed, just so somebody could keep it back together when they sold it to the flea market. But no, it was factory sealed. And just to prove that, we have the pieces still. They're not even put together with the little witch faces on the back of them. So I may have screwed up and opened up a $1 million game and I wouldn't know it because it's in German. So I will have to translate the rules on that one in order to learn how to play. But here's the board game. Again, another really neat, really pretty looking game to play. Very excited to try to translate this one and play it and see if it is actually anything like Enchanted Forest or if I just found a really interesting German board game. So like I said, I'm not going to try to pronounce that. If you guys think you can pronounce it, let me know in the comments below how to say these games. So don't forget to like and subscribe to this video to see more board game pickup videos. We've got tons of them coming. I love board games. I'm always going to look for them. I'm always going to find them. Let me know if there's a game you actually want to see, because obviously you can see back here, I've got a ton of them, because in the future I'm going to try to do some how to play videos, or to show you how a video on how some of these play. So if there's one of that you want to see that I've either already showed you in a pickup, or you see behind me, let me know. Bye-bye, nerdlings! Don't forget, as Will Wheaton always says, play more games.
That one is also sexual.